Hey, y'all.
Hey guys, come on in. Y'all know it's roll time tonight.
Yes. Got some good conversation for y'all tonight.
As always. So come on in, join the conversation. We definitely want to hear your opinion, as always. So definitely come in below. Can you talk right, y'all? Because y'all know what I'm trying to say.
Yes.
Come on, we just vibing to some nice grooves tonight.
Hope everybody had a great lovely week. Okay, everyone, I had to chime in real quick. Okay, so we are in this. Okay, it's Saturday night. I'm with my lovely ladies of Raw. Okay, of course, beautiful Miss Danielle, beautiful Miss D, and Miss Shania is in the comments. What's good, y'all?
Hey,
What's
y'all.
good? Tonight's topic, it's gonna get real and uncut. And y'all already know the ladies of Raw gonna give it to y'all raw. We want the men and the women to chime in, don't we, ladies?
Yeah, we definitely do. We definitely do.
Y'all gonna want to anyway for this topic tonight. Hey, Miss Shania, we love you. And we know you are watching from afar, baby. But don't
Hey y'all,
Yes.
thank y'all for joining.
But don't forget to keep it real and raw, honey.
Hey Nita, I love you, sis.
Hey, Anita, how are you?
Hey.
Everybody join in, beautiful people. We about to talk about it. Yes.
We cannot wait. I can't see, my eyes not good, but hey y'all.
Yes.
Can you see who that is? Because I sure can't see. But anyway.
Anyways, all the beautiful men and women that's joining, I don't know how y'all Saturday night is going, but we glad that y'all came here right here tonight to kick it with the ladies of Raw, okay? And then stay on, because this topic kind of involves y'all a little bit of a lot. You feel me? Yes.
Yes, it wasn't a lot. So come on in the room. We're going to give y'all some time to come on in with us.
Yes, honestly, I know it's a little rainy tonight. Everybody's chilling, everybody's vibing. So this will be the perfect time as, you know, one-on-one as a couple to just chime in with this conversation tonight. Love y'all. Thank y'all.
Come on in, y'all.
So while y'all coming on in, I'm going to go ahead and kick us off. So y'all already know, welcome to Kicking It Raw.
Yes.
My name is Miss Tamika.
I'm Miss Danielle.
And I'm Miss D. And we are the ladies of Kicking It
Yes,
Raw.
we
This is
are.
a platform for both men and women to come together, but we always keep it real and raw, baby.
Yes,
Yes.
we do.
And as always, this is a judgment-free zone, safe place,
Right?
and we do not accept any negativity. Otherwise, you will be deleted and blocked.
Yes, deleted and blocked, baby.
We want to hear your opinion, but make sure that you, and keep it 100, but make sure you're respectful. It's all that we ask on this podcast, okay?
Yes.
And as you know, every Saturday we on at 10:30, okay? We are always talking about topics that is, you know, relatable to you guys, to us, you know, whether it's going on in the social media, whether it's family, whether it's relationships, whether it's education, politics related, you name it, we're talking about it here. Because on this podcast, we keep it really raw and we speak about it, okay?
Yes, we do. Okay, so like we said, thank y'all for joining us. So honestly, we really don't want to wait longer. We want to go ahead and jump right into it. So if you're joining us, chime in, judgment free zone.
Yes.
Let's get it. So Miss D, let's kick it off with the first question.
So the first question, which really isn't a question, it's more of a topic, is one-sided relationships.
Yes, so if y'all didn't hear her,
Yeah.
we are talking about one-sided relationships, okay? So Miss D, we're gonna let you kick it out to the folks out there that's like, okay, what did I mean about one-sided relationship?
Yes. So what we mean by one-sided relationships is friends, family, relationship mates, whatever. It's exactly how it sounds. One-sided, where you're putting in all of you into that relationship, giving up all bits and pieces of you emotionally, financially, everything, and you're not getting that same in return. Like that person is draining you, all your energy, all of your self-peace, all that happiness out of you, everything. They just bringing you negativity, they draining your pockets and everything, and they not filling that cup back up. They not giving you that same support. You might be answering the phone at 5 o'clock in the morning for them, and they can't even answer the phone call for you or even give you a ride or anything. Like, it's one-sided.
Yes. All right. So I want to go ahead and start first. Thank you, Miss D, for the introduction. So I want to go ahead and start first on what one-sided relationships mean to me.
Yes.
So from my personal experience, ladies and viewers watching at home, I just feel like one-sided relationships, which I have experienced from family, from friends, from mates. I have went through that, and it can be very tough dealing with anyone that you truly love being one-sided with you. When I think of one-sided relationships, I see more so of I'm in this alone, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because you're not getting that support, you're not getting that love, you're not getting that acknowledgement, you're not getting what you're putting out. And for me, that calls for you to have to step back, which is what I did. Whether it was family, mates, friendships, it doesn't matter. You have to step back, you have to choose you, and you have to say, when is enough enough?
Exactly.
You know, you're getting basically nothing in return, and it's like, what am I here for? You basically at a standstill with this relationship, and or anything that you're in, whether it's a family relationship, friendship, whatever. So for me, it's just completely I'm in this alone.
Right.
That's how I look at it.
Right.
And from my personal experience, I did step back with family. It's some family that I had to just, stay away from and love from a distance and keep that away from me. It's some friendships that I had to cut ties with. It can hurt. These relationships can hurt. It's some mates that had to be exes. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Some things just you got to move forward from it. I feel like this is a deep one because we all, I'm not gonna say everyone has, but we have either experienced it or seen it, and someone in some shape or form have experienced a one-sided relationship. So that's my experience, viewers and supporters. Miss Danielle and Miss D, how do y'all feel?
So definitely, in regards to one-sided relationships, I just want to start off by saying my definition of one-sided relationship is definitely you are putting in all the work, okay? You're putting in all the energy. That person is doing the bare minimum. You're doing this, you're doing that, and they're giving you like a piece of a breadcrumb or something, to me it's toxic. It's very draining because you're wanting something that you may or may not even get, and a lot of times, honestly, in a lot of one-sided relationships, you don't get it. You end up not getting what you need until you either depart from the person or however the relationship is, and then they want to give you that, and by then nobody wants that. Nobody wants,
sorry, not to interrupt, but by then, viewers, like Miss Danielle just said, you don't even crave that anymore.
Right.
You don't want it because you fought so long.
Right.
But I'll let you finish.
You fought so long to want to have that. You expressed that you needed that. And basically the person ignored you, or they thought it was funny, or played games, or whatever the case may be. But basically one-sided relationships are very tiring. It takes two to tangle. It takes
so
two
true.
In any kind of relationship, whether it's a family member, whether it's, friendships, whether it's partnerships, whether it's relationships with businesses, as being entrepreneurs, even that, it takes both businesses to work together, okay? No one person, if the person wanted to be in a relationship by themselves, then that's what they would do, okay? It takes two to tangle, and you need to be receiving and also giving the same amount of time and energy, okay? Yeah.
You snapped, you said it. Yes, you snapped, you said it, because I'm gonna be real. It's like in these relationships, again, we're not talking about just a mate, be your family, your friends, anybody in these relationships, they feel like I want to take. But what are you giving to your loved ones? What are you giving to these people who are putting like so much energy into you? And I'm really passionate about this conversation because I feel like you understand how much energy it takes to feed another person's soul.
Yes.
Okay? It's a lot. It's draining, okay? It's already enough in our everyday lives. We are trying to manage and cope. One moment. Okay. I just want to make sure that was good. We are trying to manage and cope our own lives. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So it's enough trying to handle us, and now we have to try to deal with a one-sided family, friendship, mate. No, it's too much. Miss D, how do you feel?
Yes, I agree with both of y'all. I feel like it is draining, and I can speak on both parts because I've been in a one-sided relationship, well, not really relationship, but friendships and things like that, and I've also been the one-sided person in the relationship, like where I wasn't the person giving the same. And when you are that person, if you truly care about that person, you're gonna do what you gotta do to change it and listen to them and everything else. Like before it's too late, because at that point when that person does turn away from you or cut you off or whatever, you only have yourself to blame. And
Right.
if you really care about that person, you're gonna do what you gotta do to change it or
Right.
listen to them to try to make sure that it's not one-sided no more.
Right.
And
Correct.
And another thing
Ooh,
with one
sorry,
sided,
I was like on the tip of my
Yes.
tongue. I'm gonna let you go, Miss Danielle.
another thing with one sided is, you know, a lot of times the individual or individuals play victim. You know,
That's
like
exactly what I was about to
they're
say.
the victim to your actions, you know, or retaliation to what's happening.
Hey, Trees. Hey, Boo.
Yeah.
That's even
Hey,
in,
Tika. Love you, friend.
hey y'all, that's even dealing with being business partners with someone. You combine it with another business. You know, they are having you
true.
do all this work. You know, they're not communicating, they're not putting in their end, etc. And then they expect for you to do such and such, and then they want to play victim when something doesn't turn out right, or you no longer want to be accompanied by them. Okay.
Yes. And just to
it-
let you know, you have all rights, okay, to your boundaries. I feel like a lot of us do not understand how serious boundaries are.
Yeah.
Baby, set boundaries in your life with anything, family, friends, relationships.
with
It doesn't
talk-
matter.
Boundaries with talking to someone. Boundaries with someone touching you in any kind of way, sexually
Facts.
or even giving you hugs. You might not want to hug people. That's fine. This all kind of boundaries. You have to protect yourself, your peace, your
Everything.
mental, everything, your emotional being, your emotional aspect. Everything is to be protected
At
and,
all times,
you
at all
know,
costs. And I want to let Miss D finish what she was saying, and then I'm going to say something that you all really need to hear, viewers, and just us ladies all as one. Miss D, go ahead
Before I
and finish.
finish what I was saying, I'm gonna bounce off of the boundaries. Before I forget, not only boundaries but limits for yourself. When something is enough, how much are you even willing to? How much time are you willing to give this person to get it together? How much time are you willing to accept this? Like you need to. It's okay to set a limit for yourself and say, okay, I'm gonna give them this chance, and then that's enough. Or I'm gonna give them strike two, whatever your limit is. Find a limit for yourself because you are allowed to have a limit.
Correct.
You don't have to keep taking the same stuff. You can set that limit. Like I said, I've been that person who was the one-sided. At the end of the day, it's that person's fault if you cut them off. You can have your limit and everything. You are not. You don't owe them to have to sit there and keep taking one thing from them or allow them to drain you or
Yes.
taking negativity. You can have that limit and it's okay for you to say, no, I'm gone, I'm out the door. But as far as one-sided relationships, it is draining. And it can also make you feel like you're doing something wrong. But sometimes it makes you feel down because this person keep doing it. And it's like, what am I doing wrong? Like it's sometimes like in relationships, I know we've all done it. Like, what am I doing wrong that this person is doing this to me? Or in friendships, sometimes you could be like,
Friendships,
what is me?
family, all
Like
of
a
it.
lot of times, it will make you even question yourself.
Yes, I agree. And I just want to say something, viewers, to everybody that's watching. Y'all have to understand, a lot of people feel like period point blank just because they are in your life. Yes, listen to this. Just because they are in your life for a certain amount of time, that they are obligated to, they feel like they have a placement in your life permanently.
right.
Baby, you do not.
Everybody
Okay?
inspires.
Just because, exactly, everything inspires, baby. Everything. And I feel like just because you've been in my life for 10 years, don't mean that on 11th year, you won't get cut the off.
Right.
Okay? Because a lot of people feel like, oh, it's been 3 years. Oh, it's been 5 years. Oh, it's been 10 years. You know, it's the same thing of the one-sided relationship or the disrespect and the toxicity. Baby, things can change. At some point in time, people really get exhausted. They get drained of the same, you know what I'm saying? So people will really continuously put you in a circle because they feel obligated, and they also feel like it don't matter. I've been doing this for 10 years. What's going to matter on 11th year?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you have to put your foot down. And a lot of people feel like they're automatically permanent in your life. Like, it doesn't matter what they do to you.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to continue to be accepted.
Exactly.
And I will
So-
say that sometimes we also allow them and
Hey,
give them
Denny.
that power. Hey, we also allow them and give them that power to feel like they have that much control or that power, because a lot of us sometimes allow it to go on for
Correct.
5 years, like you said, 10 years, way longer than we should have, and now they're comfortable and they feel like it's okay, even though you finally hit that breaking point or whatever, and because you allowed it to go on so long, they feel like they have that power, and then they don't take it serious.
Right. No, that's
That's
true.
so true.
definitely
And nobody has any power over you, okay? I
Right.
want y'all to understand that nobody has power over you. You control, you set the tone, you create your boundaries. Period, point blank.
Right. Definitely. I definitely agree with y'all on all of that. You know,
Yes, hey everybody, we love y'all.
and, you know, just put your foot down, and you know, enough is enough. You know, everybody has what enough is to them. Only you would know that. And you know, learn to put yourself first in whatever type of relationship or, you know, thing that you have going on. Put yourself first, period.
So, I just want to give like my whole on support moving forward for what y'all should do, or what might help you moving forward.
Right.
Me, when it comes to one-sided relationships, you need to know who you are as an individual, okay?
Definitely.
If you know who you are as an individual, can't nobody with you,
Right.
okay? Remember that. 2, you need to set boundaries. Stop letting people make you feel bad because you have boundaries.
Right.
You have boundaries, baby, and they're going to respect it. If they cannot fall in line, they're out. Okay? Set boundaries. Boundaries are healthy for the spirit, for the mental. I have just started setting boundaries about 2 years ago, and I've never felt so much better. You don't have to put up with anything that you don't need to. Put it like that.
Exactly.
My third thing would be, you don't always have to continuously give chances and accept things that you know for a fact is not something that's healing you, that's healthy to you, that's protecting you, and that's giving you love and light.
Mm-hmm.
Stop knocking yourself back 10 steps when you to move forward 20 just to keep these people around and to deal and settle for these things. That will be my advice to you, beautiful kings and queens that's watching. Stop. Like, don't do it to yourself.
I want to end on, leave people where they are.
Oh, yes.
No longer do you need to feel sorry that that person is doing this or can't get this right or blase. Leave them right where they are. Because you know what? You can't make the horse drink the water, however the saying goes. Okay?
Yes.
Leave them right where they are. Let them stumble over whatever they need to do. The big rocks, ocean, whatever they need to do. Let them drown, okay? Because especially if you have sat there and tried to help them
You
and push
open
them,
that door.
and you open so many doors. You even probably move some mountains for them, okay? Let them persons sit and stand where they are, okay?
And
That's the
honestly,
big tip.
I'm going to let Miss D give her tips before we get into the next question and read the comments. But y'all got to start making people stand on what they say and do to y'all.
Exactly.
Y'all, if y'all are not going to make people, and this is for me too, because I had to learn that. You got to make people stand on they
Facts,
saying
big facts.
and what they doing.
Because the people do
Here,
a lot of this.
if you
They do a
keep
lot of
saving
talking,
them, if you keep saving them,
but
baby,
they're not really saying nothing.
they not. You can't save them, okay? You just can't. You can't save everybody. Let people stand on what they saying and doing to you. Period.
Fact.
That's it. Miss D, what do you guys say for tips?
My tip is just don't feel guilty, no matter what. Don't feel guilty for any decision you make. Like Miss Tamika said, boundaries and everything like that.
Yes, they are so healthy.
Do not feel guilty by your choice of cutting somebody off. Like I keep saying, it's their fault. At the end of the day, that was their choice. They made that choice. Do not feel guilty, because you know people love to guilt trip you for leaving them behind and everything like that, for cutting them off. Don't feel guilty, because it's a reason why you cut them off. You've seen their true colors. They showed you, and they gave you, excuse my language, they asked to kiss.
Yes.
You do not have to feel guilty by protecting your peace and protecting your energy and saving a little bit of whatever you got left in you. You to pour all you can into that person, and you can save whatever you got left for yourself and re-energize yourself.
Chills.
What is it that I saw Fantasia say? She was
because after you pour, real quick, hey everyone, I just got chills because I told y'all we are so uncut, and I've been through this. Okay, numerous times with family, friends, relationships. Like Miss D just said, okay, they gave you theirs to kiss, okay, period, point blank. So they was just like, whatever with you, and it just gave me chills what she said, because I felt that you have literally drained yourself trying to balance this out and make this one-sided relationship. Baby, let it go.
And as you know, we always say don't let people change you. But a lot of times when you're in a one-sided relationship for so long, it does change you. You know what I'm saying?
It does.
I don't know if you ever get to be back to the person that you may have been. I don't know. But a lot of times people don't. So yeah, before you even let it change you, just go ahead and.
So I think what Miss Danielle was saying, and correct me if I'm wrong, is don't wait until these people drag you down to where you have no more, and now you just turn it into something that you're not. That's not who you are wholeheartedly.
Right.
So before you wait, if you've been in something for 5 years, before you wait another 5 and you know it's not going nowhere, save yourself the draining, the heartache, and the extra, and just end it, okay? Miss D, did you have anything else before we get into these comments?
No, I didn't have anything.
We love y'all. We know that one got real.
Yes.
Let's read these comments. Hey, we love y'all. Let's get into it. Miss Anita said, hey. Tika is here. Treese is here. Miss Anita is here. Denny is here. Everybody's here. We love y'all. Hey, Donita.
Hey.
Yes. All right, let's get to the comments, Miss Danielle.
All right.
So Tika, I'm gonna start with Tika. She said, yes, ma'am. But I love you, but I cannot be around you. Be mindful, but not enduring bullshit because you love someone. Correct.
Exactly.
Correct, Tika.
Yes.
Exactly. Feel entitled to your life, and they're not. F those titles. Girl, who are you telling? All right, go ahead.
Miss Shania Lee. Hey, Miss Shania.
Hey.
She said you can't say what's fair to everyone, and you definitely can't, okay? You definitely can't. She also said they don't feel guilty when they are doing you wrong or taking everything instead of giving. So don't feel guilty when you need to cut them off to protect your peace.
That's so true.
Amen to that. Goodness gracious. Darnita said, easy way to get burnt out. Huh? You can say that again. Easy way to get burnt out. Whoo! Goodness gracious. That I had to take a breath with that statement. She also said, I know that I had to learn how to let go. I finally had enough. I know that's right, Darnita. Yes, and you are doing awesome.
And also, Darnita, I understand where you're coming from because I had enough just a week ago, and I finally let go. Bye, you do not exist in my life anymore.
What they say on the movie?
Yes.
Let
No,
go,
because
let flow.
Okay. No, because it's ridiculous. Hey, Zia. Hey, baby. So yes, Darnita, we are here, baby, because a week ago I drew the line. Because it's like, girl, please don't bring up that memory. Please. But no, like you gotta draw the line. So let's go ahead and get into the second topic of the night. Hey, Z, we love you.
Hey, Pierre.
Yes.
Let's go ahead and get into it. Now this one, we ain't waiting, we ain't tiptoeing. We want to know what's going on.
Yes, and if there's any men, make sure your ears
And we
are
would
tuned
definitely love to hear
and
from the
join in on
men
this one.
on this podcast
This one
tonight.
We would love to hear y'all point of view. So the second question tonight is, are men threatened by women? I'm gonna run that back one more time for y'all one more time. Are men threatened by women?
And for the ones in the back,
For the ones in the back.
are men threatened by women is what we about to talk about. Y'all know
So-
this has been trending
Yes.
in social media. I let Mr. B kick it off with that.
So, you know, if y'all stay in tune with the latest like we do, the ladies are all, it has been trending a lot of men versus women, and men feeling like, you know, they don't want to provide for women, that's not their job to take care of
Right.
women, etc. And women are saying, no, we're standing up for ourselves, we're demanding this is what we're looking for. So first of all, equality off top is needed. Right? Equality. So when we say are men threatened, I don't know what Miss D said to y'all, but the question was, are men threatened by women?
Right.
And for me, the answer would be yes. And this is from what I'm speaking on, everyone who's watching. I've had too many men say jealous or threatened things to me, like, oh, you think you're better than me, oh, you're making me feel like I'm a worker. Yes, like
Yeah.
the list goes on. And I'm like, only a man who's not secure in himself and
Would
really
say those
jealous
statements.
of a woman or threatened by a woman would say some things like that. And I've been seeing a lot of men really putting women down. I'm talking about over anything, because she got 4 kids, because she went to the club one weekend after she got little boo boo babysitter.
Bad mama now.
Yeah, she's a horrible mom for going to the club once. Oh, she wore something short and revealing. She's the worst woman in the world. And I see a lot of men bashing women constantly and a lot. It is very disgusting, because more than anything, men should be uplifting us queens. They should be supporting us. They should be putting us at the top. You know, they came from us, a woman.
You came, like
So-
Tupac said, you came from a
It's-
woman.
So when I say are men threatened by women, damn right they are. Damn right. You know why? Because women are independent, they bossing up, they leveling up, they learning who they are, they loving on themselves, and they choosing them first.
Right.
So yes, men
Yeah.
are threatened by the fact that, damn, these women may not really be needing us.
Right.
And it's an ego trip, and it messes with them. Now I want y'all to chime in and tell me what y'all think. Ladies, how y'all feeling? How y'all feeling?
I definitely think that a lot of men are threatened by women. Women's success, women's power, women's pride, women's self-esteem, women's egos. I really feel like men can't take strong-minded women. A lot of men,
So
not
true.
all, let me make a statement. A lot of men that are, as she said, I'm going to say weak-minded, you know, they're followers. They cannot think for themselves. They said they can't take a strong-minded woman, and when a strong-minded woman come up and challenge him, then, you know, they have to do something to try to downgrade that woman or discourage that woman.
Yes.
You know, because they aren't feeling, as she stated, secure in their selves, whether it's financially, whether it's mentally, whether it's economically, whatever. There's a lot of reasons why men are,
I agree.
what you want to say, quote unquote, envious or whatever of another woman. Which it's really ridiculous, you know, because as she stated, men should be upholding us women. Like we said, you came from a woman. You wouldn't be here if you didn't come from a woman's womb, or, you know, open up her stomach or whatever, you know, in some way, shape, or form, you would not be here on this earth. So let's be clear of that. And I have had or heard a lot of men say, oh, well, you think you're better than other people.
Me?
I've
heard
you
that
know,
so much.
oh, you so independent, but this such and such, this and that. You know, it's like a lot of days, and this is not for all
You
men,
so
like I said.
independent. That's a beautiful thing.
Right.
That is an amazing thing.
And I think a
for
lot of
woman to be
men,
independent.
a lot of men that aren't financially or economically stable themselves, they try to control women with their money and their funds. You know, how am I word this? they just try to control women with economically, because there's no other way that they can control that woman. I would just say it's a lot to it.
Financially manipulated.
Right. And for the men that say, "Oh, we're not trying to control women," blase, we're not trying to take care of the woman. A lot of women these days do not want you to take care of them. They may just want a little support, or even if they're not wanting that support financially,
Right.
you're not even giving it to them in other ways. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of ways to support a woman, and I think a lot of small-minded men only feel that
Like
a certain
money
way.
is the only way.
Right.
And I agree with that, because if you are not feeding a woman mentally and emotionally, you're already failing.
Right.
Period, point blank. Because that's how we want to connect first with the man. Everything is not about money. Everything is not about sex, okay? They feel like those two right there is all that matters, and it goes hand in hand. I got money, we can have sex, that's it. We can have a happy relationship.
Right.
But that's not how it works. If you're not feeding that woman every single day, mentally, emotionally, and you're not supporting her,
Spiritually.
yeah, like, then what are we doing? How do you feel, Miss D?
Go ahead.
And then we want to hear from the men that may not feel this way, may be supporting a woman.
Well, you know,
and
I've been
something
seeing a
else.
lot of men, successful men, okay? Successful men even saying it's not their job to take care of women and provide for women. That's not their job. That's not what they're looking forward to do. You know?
And that is fine. I think that it's fine that you feel that way. But if you are in a relationship, I feel like even if, you know, whatever agreement that y'all have going on, understanding that, you know, she do her job financially, or and you do yours or whatever, and y'all share however that, whatever y'all, you know, agreement y'all had, you need to make sure that you're taking care of that woman in other ways, and vice versa.
Yeah.
You know, don't be hating because she make more money, or you know, it's just a lot of people.
I feel like for me, financial support has to come regardless.
right.
So I feel like stop making that the only priority. It has to come regardless. There's no way two people can survive out here and even make it as one without that financial stability under control. So please stop only making it about that. That has to be handled regardless. And I feel like a lot of men always throw in all women want is money, all women want is money. No, that's all you men think that women want, because y'all are ego driven by money. And y'all feel like if I have this money and I'm taking care of her and I'm paying all the bills and I'm doing this and that, everything's fine. Nothing else is needed. And that's not the case. Women need more. They need so much more support than just financially. But Miss
Yeah, I
Lee, what
feel
would you
like,
say?
to piggyback off of that, one, I feel like, why can't you give her money? I feel like you want her to stroke your ego. You want her to sex you all the damn time and everything. You want her to put up with your bullshit. You want her to do all so much. You want her to deal while you out here cheating and doing everything else and accepting that bullshit. You want her to do so much, and you can't give her money to help pay for the bills and everything like that. Well, make it make sense. You want her to put up with this, but you can't pay her for putting up for the shit.
Right.
I mean, damn, y'all want females to take everything and not expect them want nothing else back in return. I mean, if you're not emotionally stimulating her, you're not physically stimulating her, and I mean, that's not even important, because she can go anywhere to go get that.
Right.
I mean, you're not doing anything else for her. The least you could do is financially support her. I mean, that's what I'm just saying.
I
but
feel like when it comes to, when I hear our men threatened by women, I feel like I hear off top, and y'all can chime in and tell me what y'all think. I automatically hear is men are threatened by independent, strong, driven women. Because the women who need them, they're not threatened by them. They're not threatened by them.
That's an easy peasy.
They love the women who make them feel needed. And I'm not saying that independent women can't make her man feel needed. They just automatically think that. That's not true. Independent women can make you feel the fucking best. Okay? Why? Because they're independent. They know the ropes. They got the money.
Right.
Baby, we can match this bag.
Right.
What you got, I can get. What
Right.
you need and you lack, I got. But see, they look at it as a competitive thing.
Right.
It's like, oh wait, so this week you made more money than me.
Right.
It's like it affects them. Or what? This the only relationship I've been in where she don't ask me for nothing. It's a weird vibe. It's like it's a competition instead of, dang, I really got a good one on my team, like on my
make
arm.
sure I'm doing whatever to support her, so she can do whatever she can to support me, and we be
it's not really no team support
together.
But for the women who need them and calling them every day, like, hey, yeah, let me get $500 for this bill.
Mm-hmm.
They feel like, oh, she need me. She can't move without me. She can't do nothing without me. I got her where I want her, and I feel like that's a control thing.
Mm-hmm.
Grown adults, men and women.
Those females as well. I think they are not as much as an independent, but they're still threatened by those females as well because they know at a point in time she can't level up or anything. That's why they continue to mentally manipulate her and keep her down and everything else
That's
and play
a good
mental
point.
mind games.
That's a good point.
Because I feel like and to answer the question, yes, I agree. I believe men are threatened by women, and I feel like it's because they actually know the potential of women. I believe, of course, back then you didn't see it as much.
They know the potential of a woman because their mom is a woman.
Not even that, just look at history. Men have became men the way that they were even in history because a woman was always behind them, supporting them, putting their life on hold, supporting him behind closed doors. It was always a woman was supposed to be seen, not heard, but she supported him in everything, took care of household, and then they didn't let females be what they need to be. Now females are actually able to have that independence, get out here and run and actually show who they are. Men don't like it now. They don't like the fact that we're not in the house and everything like that. And like you said, it's instead of this is my partner, let's get this together, it's more so now she out here making more money than me, or she doing this.
Or it could be just that she's not at home, period. They want a wait at home woman.
I noticed that too. Like a lot of men don't like
this generation
women who are out and about and living and glowing and winning. They want you to still be like kind of like back in the day. You in the house, you don't know what's going on.
Right.
You don't see, you don't hear shit. You don't know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I also feel like I see that they also feel obligated, like they feel like they too good to do the stuff that women do. They too good to take care of household and household chores.
It's no longer these gender roles, okay? Men cook, women cook. You need to do both. Women take out the trash, men take out the trash, okay? You might disagree with some of the stuff I'm saying, but it's no role. I feel like no role is assigned to a man now or to a woman, okay? Let's do this together. If I'm cooking, you clean. If I'm washing the dishes, you sweep. If I'm bathing the kids, you put the kids to bed or whatever the case may be. Like, let's work as a team so that you can get the job done. Not saying, oh, well, you the woman, so you do all those motherly duties and you do all those household.
Well, see, y'all gotta understand. A lot
I
of
go
men
out and do this.
A lot of men still feels that way. We all know it started from traditional back then, all that. Women were in the house cleaning, cooking, busting the sweat, taking care of the kids, giving everybody baths. The list goes on. And the man was out making the money in the field, doing what he do. Now, roles have changed. Women are out. They're out here glowing. They're out here winning. They're out here making happen, okay? They're not sitting at home. They're not busting a sweat 5 days a week cooking dinner. They're not over here bathing little boo-boo, little Drew, little Ashley. They're not sitting at home having all this on them. They have too much to do. They're trying to win. They're trying to make ends meet. So now the dads are having to step in and do things that they, quote unquote, name as women duties. And that's not true. That's not women duties.
They don't like, because now, and I'm sorry, get over it. It's a new generation. That's been over for years now. Let it go. It's not coming back. Just get that thought out.
But see, that's what men were saying. Men were saying, let it go. Because back in the day, where they were taking, going out, making money, and bringing it home to the woman, they're not doing that no more. So they're saying women need to let it go.
And that's fine, but
most women these days, I'm not trying to be disrespectful or anything like that, because there are men out here just.
Well, we are real raw and uncut, baby.
There are plenty of men out here who are getting to the money. But let's
Yeah,
be honest,
definitely.
80% of men out here are depending on women now. Women are out here taking care of them. They don't have a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out.
Ooh.
Let's be honest.
Now I can't agree with that because I don't know. I'm gonna be 50-50. I'm gonna be 50-50. But
I'm not
I'm
gonna say that's an accurate
But Miss
percentage.
D
I'm
just
throwing
let
that
it rip on y'all. Miss D is just letting it rip.
That in percentage might not be
Miss
fully
D, stand
accurate.
up what you
It's not a
said.
fully accurate percentage.
She
I'm just
said
doing off the top of
80%
my
of
head.
men.
But it's a good percent. I'm pretty sure it's close to it. But they don't bring anything to the table. They're not offering anything to the table. It's the female who's doing everything and anything.
Can y'all still see us? Hold on, let's fix this here. Make sure y'all can still see us here. Because it was getting good now.
Miss D said 80%. 80%. 80%.
1 second, y'all.
Are you guys done? What's our percentage? 5. Okay, we can go ahead and wrap it up.
Yeah.
We're gonna go ahead and wrap it up, everybody,
Yes.
because we're trying to get to the point of this. But let Miss D finish.
My point is what I'm getting to is men don't want to provide for females no more because of simple fact they're threatened. And I mean, honestly, a lot of y'all females don't need y'all to provide no more. Yes, there are still some females, but we don't need y'all to provide no more. It's just a requirement because we're bringing this, and unlike you men, y'all don't demand that same level that we demand. Like that's one of our what's the word I'm looking for?
Come on, Miss D.
Requirements or whatever.
Yeah.
When we're dealing with somebody. If we're bringing this to the table, you need to bring this to the table.
Right.
Point blank, period. And if you can't meet those needs, then you can go on about your business. Basically, y'all don't have those standards and everything, and that's on y'all. But as females, y'all don't bring much to the table. Like men don't bring much to the table no more like y'all used to. Women are out here getting it and doing more than men are. Females are out here taking care of the kids, doing all the what y'all call womanly duties, plus the men duties on top of that. So it's like, what can y'all do for us? Y'all saying we not doing this no more, but like I said earlier, I don't see why y'all can't. I mean, the least y'all can do is pay us because you're not bringing anything else to the table anyway.
Okay, so my question is to you. Do you feel like all men are not bringing anything to the table? Or do you feel like the men you have chosen dated are not bringing anything to the table?
No,
Let's
I'm
be
not-
real,
I'm not
because you
saying-
don't know every man in the
No,
world.
that's what I said. Not every man, but I said a good percentage. Like
Well,
that's
you
what
said 80%. That's a large amount of men who you
Look,
are stating and making clear
and for the
that
men-
they are bums and they don't have anything.
And for the
That's
men,
what you're stating.
I do.
So I feel like Miss D's view is off of her experience from the men she have dated.
No,
That's just
off
my
of that,
opinion.
just seeing
And
in
let me just
society,
say, for the
social
men
media,
that
everything.
say, you know, they're not bringing this and that to the woman anymore. Okay, that's fine. That is cool. But don't expect for this woman to do the same for you, okay? Don't expect for this woman to bring you things that you're not giving to her. So make sure that you're just keeping that same energy for who the woman or whatever that you dated. Make sure you're keeping that same tone and that same energy. Point blank, period.
So I
you
just
know?
wanna-
And not saying that you have to take care of anybody. I'm not saying that. But if you're going to be in a relationship, make sure that you're giving that
Like I
equal
said,
treatment.
financial is just off top, something that's a must. Period, point blank, when you're in a relationship with both men and women. So what I would say to wrap this up, in my opinion, I don't know the percentage of men who
We're going to have to look that up, y'all.
who are, you know,
If that's even on there.
lacking, because a lot of women, actually women are in charge, period, point blank. And I'm not just saying this because I'm a woman. Women have leveled up so much.
Right.
Mwah. I love you women
Yes.
around the world. Y'all are queens. Y'all are
Right.
killing it. Keep winning. You know, it's not just men who were out here getting the bread. Women are top tier. They are getting the bread. I love it. I love it. I love it. It's not only about money. It's the fact that we out here getting it. We hustling. We winning.
We
But
being
what I wanna
spiritual
say-
beings,
Yes.
we being emotional beings. We covering all the aspects, okay?
So women keep being great, but what I do want to say in regards to this, and we gonna let them say something to end it here. What I do want to say is, men, if you are threatened by a woman, you need to get in tune with yourself and you need to really learn who you are as a man. Because
Right.
it's no reason
No
why as a
reason.
man you should be threatened for
That's
anything
no
by a
reason.
woman. And honestly, I just want to say wholeheartedly, I'm tired of seeing the men bashing women. I'm tired of seeing the women hate. I'm tired of seeing women get bashed 24/7. It's ridiculous. It's draining. Women are not out here bashing men 24/7. We actually
really not.
uplift y'all. We support y'all with everything. So we just want the same in return. Like I said, this is not a attack to men because we real and raw. We let everybody speak and voice their opinion freely. This is judgment-free zone. But I'm just tired of seeing the hate for women.
Exactly.
You gotta love us, baby. Without women, where would the world be? You know, your mom, you got beautiful daughters out here, you got sisters. Women should be protected and uplifted 24/7, in my opinion. So my advice to men will be, if you are threatened by anything that women are out here doing, whether they making money, whether they showing skin, they glowing, whether they out here taking care of their kids and going out one Saturday a month, let these women be. Stop bashing
Exactly.
women. Let women glow. Let women win. And you need to get in tune with yourself as a man because you are
Exactly.
lacking a lot as a man. And if you do not know who you are not in tune with yourself, that's a problem. Again,
A
it's never
personal
a
issue.
competition. No man should be competing with a woman at all.
Facts.
You
Yo,
don't want
you
to
said
say
something
something before.
You ain't said that, honey. That was nothing but the truth.
Oh, okay. What you want to say?
No man should be competing with the woman.
Yes.
And we are in two different genres.
Hey,
We
everyone.
have
We
two
love
different
y'all.
biological
Love y'all.
makeups.
Yes.
There's no reason why you should be competing.
It's not a competition at all. Stop what the women hate. We love y'all, men. We love y'all. We here for y'all through everything. We uplift y'all, but we want the same in return for women. Don't be threatened by us. We leveling up. We bossing. We doing what y'all doing plus more, and we out here killing it. Miss D.
I don't have anything to say.
Yes, I know.
I
that.
think Miss D said what she had to say. Well, we love y'all. Thank y'all for joining us. And as we always say, hashtag kicking it raw, hashtag raw, hashtag real authentic women.
Until next time.